difficult to slow them down because they have weapons coming from every single position. Some of the best middles in the game play on this Turkish side, and in the Turkish league, I'm just so excited to see how these two teams face off.
One note for Türkiye, no Zehra Güneş. She is not available to play today due to undisclosed injury. Ebrar Karakurt is going to start serving, and she's just a treat. The fans just erupting as she walks toward the back line.
I think this is the first time we've been here in the USA where there are more fans for the team that is not USA than there are for the USA.
I'll call it evenly split.
Maybe the Turkish are just louder.
Karakurt down the line, Plummer, perfect pass. And Chiaka Obogu attacks. Vargas brings it down with her.
Great job to establish that middle early. This is something USA is definitely going to want to keep doing as the match progresses. We know that as it gets harder, the pins will get more balls. Keep that middle involved.
Shaheen not able to chase this down. That's very tight. And Obogu and Jordan Thompson, a gold medal block.
Interesting move from Türkiye to go away from their two big swingers. I've been impressed with Çeviçoğlu over the last few days, but that ball's so tight, blockers were all over that.
Jordan Larson, trying to make her 4th Olympic team, has been again outstanding. Great attack from the middle. That's Kalac, you talked about her.
Yeah, if Türkiye is able to run the middle, that's exactly what they can do, and she's going to turn that ball away from her body, making it really tough for Obogu to get any hands on it. But that's the trouble with keeping that ball, that risk in your service.
Kalac passed by Larson, back. Good block for Türkiye. Back again, they're going to go JT again. Karakurt, solid dig. It's going to go outside the Vargas, out of system. Catherine Plummer, 6'6". That's an addition on the outside.
That's a big moment for the USA. It's so early on, but to slow down Vargas at this stage, I mean, that's a tough shot. Anyone that plays volleyball knows that ball coming over her shoulder, but USA getting that momentum play early on, that's going to be big.
Obogu's serve does not clear, and going back a little bit in history, last year was when Vargas was able to join the Turkish national team. They already had a star at opposite in Ebrar Karakurt. For her to move to the left is an act of generosity, and she's still outstanding. A serve for Vargas.
Well, you touched on it there. Vargas is such a good player, you had to make room for her. If she's an opposite and wants to be on the court, because she is so valuable from the service line and from her attacks. I mean, that one just slicing down on the governor.
Larson passes that one. Trouble. It's going to be a free ball to the United States. Recchi is on the floor. They go back to Jordan Thompson again.
I like that matchup. Thompson over Çeviçoğlu. She's got a little bit of a height advantage there, and with a quick arm, she can really beat the block.
Front court setter now both sides. Shaheen and Poulter. Shaheen will slide back, catches Thompson in the numbers.
Well, you mentioned that Zehra Güneş is not available for Türkiye, but Ada Erdem, she is the absolute veteran of the team at 36 years old, and she was the best middle blocker of Champions League just this last year. But to put that in perspective, she's been one of the best since 2006, always getting accolades every year.
Recchi gets her first attempt. It's pancaked up. Don't celebrate too soon. Vargas shows a little tenderness.
I love her range. I love when she takes some heat off it, shows her volleyball IQ, because she's not just a bang-bang player. She can absolutely do big things with it, and that's what we're talking about, the defense of Türkiye keeping things going.
Çeviçoğlu, Jordan Larson passing these balls. That one out. And the ace serve that went between Larson and Plummer, when we looked at it again, Larson, I think it's a seam that they just haven't played a lot next to each other.
Yeah, and I think every single team that takes on USA are always looking to put that ball on Plummer in any way they can. Even better if they make it a conversation piece between two players.
Thompson puts it where they're not. Vargas gets it. Defended and then popped back to the back line. Türkiye, really strong start.
Here's the point. Vargas is an opposite, and she's making defensive plays like that. This, for me, is what makes Türkiye such a well-rounded team. It's not just those easy moments. She's keeping that ball off the floor.
Good pass by Plummer outside. Smart. Power tip off the block and out.
Plummer probably going to be looking to do more of those as the match progresses. The blockers are in a good position. The Erdem getting there out in time, but using the hands.
Catherine Plummer serving, United States trailing by 2 early in set number 1. Tough serve for Plummer. It'll go up. Vargas from the center of the court. Recchi on the slide. And we saw Karch Karai try to have his setter run a lot of slides the other day.
Yeah, it does look like he likes to spread that width out. That offense at the net, it's so important not to get stuck in your zones. And Recchi doing a good job of springing out wide, creating that wing that the blockers then have to pay attention to her wherever she's going.
Erdem is also a front court setter. This ball back to Kurt. Sends that very long. Going for hands.
Karakurt's such a hot and cold player. We will see the emotion on her sleeve, and as she gets going, her confidence builds as she starts to make points. However, if she starts to make errors, keep an eye on whether or not she goes up or she starts to go down.
Service error, and that was the Achilles heel of this team yesterday.
Yeah, 15 serves out of bounds or in the net yesterday for USA. Certainly that's something they will have talked about in the locker room, said, let's just control that. I like that Karch said, hey, choose your target towards the end of that match.
Perfect pass. That's the give and go. Erdem to Kurt. Jordan Poulter, Dana Recchi combining no blocker on that one. Justine Wong-Arantes dig. And another slide to Recchi for a USA point.
Volleyball IQ, that's another moment of it. Poulter knowing exactly when to send it to Recchi because Karakurt's still on the floor. She fell down after her attack. There's a wide open channel there, and Recchi turning it back down the line, easy pickings.
Yeah, Karakurt is off her feet a lot, and that's something fans will notice here. So first going to Larson, and then to Recchi. Obogu up front now. Recchi serve. They're keeping it on Karakurt for now. That's just strength coming back. Larson kicks out. She's ready for an attack. Looking for the corner, and it catches it. Or a touch. I couldn't tell which one. USA point.
I think that tagged the end line. That's such a scrappy play there from USA. They do so well.
Oh, yeah, my goodness.
That's good. That's good.
Don't doubt the governor.
Never.
Dana Recchi serving as United States takes their first lead of set number 1. Vargas waiting for it. Again, looking for high hands. You understand the concept. Execution falls a little short.
Yeah, there's sometimes when Vargas can just slice it underneath the block or inside, but she recognizes that USA has one of the best blocking teams in the world. Not going to try that.
In this way, there is one block touch. Oh, move the feet, set the ball, pass the ball easy, and play for it. Don't attack always in 6. Don't attack always in 6. If the ball is not good, you can set the shot in 1. Okay, the ball is bad, and wait. Okay, order in your commitments. Because until now, we are working good. Attack, carry up.
Fans chanting so loud we can't hear inside the huddle as usual. Türkiye was leading 7-4. The United States now overtaking them on a 6-1 run. What was the difference, Key?
Yeah, they're being smart with their plays. You saw a couple of errors creeping in on Türkiye's side. Those balls out the back, that last one from Vargas. But USA's just being clean, disciplined, serving tough, and backing it up with their block.
Chebicolu's pass, no middle available. Use of the block, very smart.
Yeah, it's a tall block. USA are going to be in the right position, especially on a higher ball like that. So Ogbogu, you see she's basically got her chin above the net. So the way to utilize that is swing high at the hands or maybe target an armpit or something.
Sahin goes back at Plummer, no problem. From the middle. USA has several players who will hit the pipe. Jordan Thompson, one of them.
I feel as though any player on USA could probably run the pipe, including the middles if they wanted to.
Yeah.
However, in that occasion, just a one-on-one, and Thompson, she's going to win that battle every day.
Catherine Plummer in the backcourt is also an option. Kurt blasts through the block. Turkey just down by one.
Kurt, I'm always keeping my eye on for when she takes a little bit of heat off of her swing. Right now, she's testing the block. She's going at those seams. She's targeting the hands of the blockers. If we see her put a tip in, that's when you know she's gone next level.
They've gone once around the dial. She serves Plummer. Jordan Larson unloads.
Ooh, I thought that one might have been called up off Kurt's foot. Must have touched the floor as well, but Larson seeing her opportunity there. She's not someone who will shy away from a one-on-one block. Absolute guns. And if anyone questions how Larson might still be in the team, that's why.
Middle. Shut down by Ogbogu.
I also wonder if Ogbogu has a little extra pressure on this match. She got subbed out in the last match. Washington came in and did a fantastic job in the block, but Ogbogu one of the best in the game as well, so she's proving that now.
Larson serve. Ball is wide. Another point for USA.
Turkey giving up a few unforced errors. USA, as you mentioned, that was the problem for them yesterday. Today, they're reaping the benefits of Turkey not being able to find their rhythm.
Second timeout for Turkey.
Listen, we have made this mistake. First of all, we cannot attack in this way without look handling. The ball is not good. Play on the block and then cover and counter-attack. Then she's in the center of the net and she moves in this way. You search her completely in this way. You have this trajectory so good, but not in this way on her. And today the target is not close here. Today is attack here every time, okay?
With just 10 points, Daniele Santarelli has already used both of his timeouts, Key. That's how urgent this is early in the match.
Yeah, and Turkey has struggled last week. As we mentioned, they lost 2 matches. They haven't really been tested this week, going 3-0. And my question was, is that because they are so good, or is it because they hadn't really come up against an opposition?
Jordan Larson serving. Turkey stacked right. She serves into the stack. Back to Vargas. Blasting through the block of Ogbogu and Plummer. Melissa Vargas, unconscious as always.
More like putting the other team unconscious with that kind of power. She's one of the most fun players to watch, and that has to do with exactly that swing. She's finding ways through the block.
Kalac serves down the line. Jordan Larson's pass. They're going to work that right side, whether it's a slide or Jordan Thompson coming straight in.
Yeah, good call. They've got the smaller blocker out there. Chebeciolu is at the net. She's going to be one of the weak zones. You definitely don't want to target it to Vargas on the other side, so absolutely use that right side.
4-point lead for USA. Ogbogu serve, pass by Kurt. It's going to go back to Vargas. Bam! Just a whip down the line from Melissa Vargas.
Vargas has the type of swing that you have nightmares about if you're a volleyball player on the other side. I mean, look at the range she has there. You knew she was going line because the middle's just serve, but there's so little to use.
Americans get a break there with that serve into the net. To your point, yeah, you think you're blocking line, really, and then all of a sudden she's just got a little bit of space.
You may think you have her, but you never have her.
Turkey stacked left. Jordan Thompson serving. Vargas now in the backcourt, very much with a D-ball. Off the block and out. How do they fix it, Key?
Well, the USA block were in position, so I think they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took the middle out of the equation there with that tough serve. However, just a little bit of that finish from Poulter might have done it.
Chebeciolu now serving. Plummer asking for it. She's sending it to the back. Double contact will be called against Türkiye, point USA.
A little scramble play. Türkiye might be feeling a little bit of pressure right now.
Substitution as Ilgen comes in, 26-year-old. She's going to steady things down, passing for Türkiye, Santarelli hopes. Oh, that's a great move by Sahin. Back again, there's their quick. Wong Orantes brings it up. Plummer from the backcourt, dug by Türkiye. Oh, bam! Dana Recchi gets a piece of Vargas. Point USA.
There's so much to look at in that rally. It finished with a monster block. But first of all, Poulter getting the ball up, then a pickup by Wong Orantes, and then that finish and high, hard hands. USA looking so solid in that play.
USA +5, Plummer serving again. And the United States out of rotation. So I'm not sure if somebody left early or what it is, but Karch Karai is going to inquire. And it's something about Poulter.
Interesting. Well, you don't often get free points against the USA from out of rotation, but there's a very strict lineup that you have to follow.
And that's great for Türkiye. It gets Catherine Plummer off the end line.
Yeah.
Wong Orantes to Jordan Thompson. It goes long. Türkiye chipping away.
And these are the kind of moments that you think of as turning points. So if the USA responds now with a couple more errors, it's going to be a difficult moment to get back into it.
Erdem serve at Plummer. No middles available. Wong Orantes, nice set. And Kara, Kurt, and Kalac waiting for it. Türkiye on a run.
Türkiye doing exactly what they need to do, continuing to be solid from the end line. And this time it's Thompson again. You see how she brings that ball a bit back down. She missed one out of bounds, so she was a little timid with that swing. I'd love to see USA get their confidence back.
Karch Karai calls a timeout after 3 consecutive points.
Things happening, tough serving. We stay on 10 now. 10 now that she's in. And you're still going to be
It's a great thing when the crowd is so loud that we can't creep in on the timeouts.
The timeouts are my favorite part. I
know.
love hearing what the coaches and the players have to say, especially on Team USA, because you'll get those little side conversations from player to player, because they have them being a secondary coaching role. There's so much information on both these benches to give.
Erdem will continue to serve 3 consecutive points for Türkiye as they play catch-up. Outside, Larson sends it deep. Tara Kurt looking for some more emotion from the crowd, and she gets it.
Ooh, I love it. I love when players get fired up and bring the crowd into it, and that's why she's one of the fan favorites. I mean, first of all, great swing, turns it down that sliver of space. She's targeting Poulter's hands, and then look at her turning to the crowd.
Are you not entertained, right? Erdem, this one to tie it up. United States was leading 18-13. 4 consecutive points as they watch their lead evaporate. Erdem serves at Plummer into the United States stack. Kalia Lanier comes in and gets a kill.
USA needed that one. They needed it big time. We talked about that momentum shift after that rotation error to come in off the bench and swing clean, swing high and hard with confidence. That was a big moment for Lanier.
Kalia Lanier playing on the right in Karch Karai's system. Normally left and outside. Orge to Kara Kurt. She's the hot hand. She's begging for a touch. And Dana Recchi. Dana Recchi called it on herself, I thought. But no, she's gone back to serve, so a challenge.
There it is, hug it out, hug it out.
And so it is a fair play point, because Dana Recchi called it on herself, and then she's like, okay, I said it, you want to have me. So fair play point, another point for the United States before the challenge it gets underway. And for that, you get a cash prize, whoever has the most at the end of Volleyball Nations League.
I'd take that. I'd take a cash prize for literally anything.
For telling the truth?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to implement that with my kids.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not paying them to tell the truth. Just tell the truth. Khalil Lanier back to serve. Trouble. It's going to Vargas. We all knew that, but they couldn't get it there. So, by the way, Hancock, lefty says, well, okay, thanks for the set.
That's exactly the way to take care of business at the net. A scramble play, it ends up being a free ball. Why not? Lefty go up, take a swing. The blockers are nowhere, and she goes deep with it where the defenders are not paying attention either.
Poulter's serve. Down the line, Vargas behind. It's time to get her involved. Slowed by the block, Plummer up. Jordan Thompson tips. What control she has.
Yeah, and after a couple of errors, going and sitting on the bench for a couple of moments to get back in and again, bring that confident swing. She's just finding a way to score there. She doesn't have to do too much, just into that late block.
Haley Washington fired up no matter where she is. Outside, Kurt, off hands. Another great attack by Kurt. Türkiye still trailing, but keeping it close.
Yeah, and they're starting to find their footing. So that's a swing that she's been going to point after point, that one down the line. And she gets it on Thompson this time, which is a very different look than the setter up front.
Kurt serve. Larson. Any day. Brought back. Kurt from the backcourt. Woo! Here's a free ball. Vargas is behind. Absolutely, you gotta go Vargas there, and they do.
Türkiye are fired up. You gotta give credit there to Gizem Orga. She steps in to take that free ball out of the way of Vargas, so Vargas can just focus on what she does best, and that is it.
Türkiye trailing by 2 very late in this first set. Kurt serves, have a big impact. Wong Orantes nails the pass. Jordan Thompson tries to take ball up, tries to take Vargas out, and it almost works for a second.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Anytime you can get Vargas on the floor, that's one less attacker that you have to worry about. So look at the blockers. They are already stacked over there on the right. Players off to take the tip. It's a little scrambly. However, it is the right idea.
The United States takes their second and final timeout.
We're having trouble when you don't execute the simple things. Dig it high in the middle. Don't let them tip out. Let's go.
Well, that one we could understand as the crowd was a little more quiet and Coach Cry saying, you're not executing on the simple things.
Yeah, don't let them tip. Don't let them score on those points. Force them to swing away. Force them to get past the block, to hit against hands, to make something happen aggressively. Those little tips right over the block, he knows how good his defenders are, and they're ready. They're waiting for that. That's part of the game plan. So he's saying, don't let them get any free points there.
United States was up 4 points. Now that lead cut to just 1 with a Kurt on the service line. Can't do it, and that is a break for the United States. Can they put 2 back-to-back?
That's a great timeout as well by Kurt because Kurt was the best server in Russia last season. If you can get her off the line immediately, get in her head a little bit, make her think about it before she has to serve. Good point.
So they just took Kurt out, so they did not have her as a backcourt threat. Jordan Larson serving. Eye catch comes in to help the passing. Great ace by Jordan Larson. She's cold-blooded.
The governor going for the libero. You don't often get an ace on Gizem Orga, but look at that flat ball. She's targeting the space between two players. Excellent execution.
Set point, United States. Larson serve. Tight pass back to Vargas. Vargas off hands. Jordan Thompson puts it away as the United States takes set number 1.
USA looking in control those last few points, and a great heads-up play at the net. I believe it was Ogbogu who had to turn around, take that ball after her block. Have a look here, comes off the hands, she's ready for it. Those are the simple things Karch was asking his team to do better. And then it's a speedy set, and then just a put away quick.
As Karch Karai struggles to find, takes in data to find his 12 in Olympic roster. These 6 look pretty good.
I mean, he might be struggling. I'd be struggling if I were trying to decide between the literal best players in the United States, so who you want to bring to the Olympics, and there's so many.
Yeah, I love it.
Gotta read it again, I forgot them all.
I get it now. Set 2 about to get underway. Jordan Poulter will start off serving, rotation 1 for the United States. An inauspicious start for Team USA, and so will they pay for it here with Vargas getting things underway for Turkey? Larson stays with it. It goes out to Jordan Thompson. Vargas, D-ball, Poulter, great dig. Here's the set. Left hand, Vargas again. And heat. Wow, from Turkey.
We were wondering how Turkey would start. And there's your answer. They're running the middle with confidence. Again, Erdem is one of those players that will find a way to score. That ball a little bit low, she still targets the line.
Rare emotion shown by Vargas after that play. She serves again. Larson behind, quick to beat the block. It was all about the tempo of that set.
Yeah, Larson, one of the best in the world at reading the situation. So if she knows the blockers are there and she's just one step ahead of them, Erdem is still kind of reaching in that direction, that's when she's gonna throw it at the hands.
Larson serve. Back, Erdem again. United States closes the door.
Great block by USA. That might have clipped a little bit of the tape as well. But USA back into the mix, and again, the blocking was successful in set number 1.
Jordan Larson into the net, and that's, you said there were only 2 errors from the end line in the first set. We've already got 2 in the second set, and the United States has contributed 2 of Turkey's 3 points.
Yep.
Thompson, pulled up by Erge. Karakurt on the outside. Gets fingers.
And things seem to be flip-flopping. If I'm looking at what happened in the first set, Karakurt was missing those fingertips by just a couple of inches here and there. Same thing with Vargas. And it was Turkey who were missing the serves. Now it's all USA.
Big set from Poulter to Chiako Ogbogu in the middle.
I'd love to see more middle getting involved. I always do. But you know that USA is having a good passing day when Poulter's able to find Ogbogu, and that's exactly how to use her. One-hand set, beautiful from Poulter.
Ogbogu behind the service line. United States trailing by 1. Orge pass. Vargas, cannon shot. Larson takes the hit. Here's Karakurt on the outside. Chest up from Poulter. Free ball, Karakurt begging. You've got Vargas, you've got Erdem. Go with your veteran.
Scrappy play out of USA. A couple of chip shots here and there, but no one better to slow things or finish things off than the captain, Ada Erdem. Looking for Reki's hands there. Thumbs up from the Champions League winner.
Erdem serving. Plummer gets under it, and now she can go make it right. Vargas! This is what Melissa Vargas is incredible for. She hits, but her defense, her passing, her way to make the ball better.
That is phenomenal play. We're sitting up here already calling that ball down. Bam! Vargas comes out of nowhere. I hope she's all right after that one and landing up in the LED board, but her team make it worthwhile for her. Ooh-wee. Vargas.
And I didn't call it down for the record because Vargas was there and she's been exceptional today. And I think that gets lost, as you pointed out earlier, with her tremendous serving, her tremendous attacking. Keep your eye on her defensively. Spectacular. Timeout, United States.
Don't need to crash, just read her. When you're putting it over on one, find a corner. JT, when it's tight, push it in, throw it out. Basic stuff. Here we go. Execute.
There you get a look at those position meetings you were talking about earlier. Jordan Thompson and Khalil Lanier both playing on the right side. Haley Washington and Dana Retke communicating. Larson and Skinner. It's one of my favorite things in watching the United States huddles.
Yeah, because they all play at the best levels internationally. I mean, you're looking at club world champions, you're looking at Champions League winners. I mean, they know how to play volleyball, so you've got all these volleyball brains sitting on the sideline. Karch only has so much time to talk. Bring them in, get them involved.
Erdem serves out of the timeout. Erdem. Plummer attacks. Side out of the timeout for the United States.
And that was actually the thing I noticed in the timeout from Karch. He wasn't getting riled up. We were so excited about that defense. He just went, all right, guys, let's go back there. Let's do what we know how to do. And his team is staying calm because of it.
Türkiye stacked. Thompson serves into the stack. Vargas from the deep ball. Kaboom! Melissa Vargas is feeling it.
One of my favorite things to look out for Vargas is the changeup of angles. You can see USA is expecting her to swing that deep cross, that sharp ball inside. They give her the line and she will absolutely crush it.
Shaheen to keep the ball on Plummer, and Retke has not had any opportunities because the United States has not been in system. Oh my. What do you do about a problem like Melissa Vargas?
That's exactly the point I was trying to make. If you give her line, she'll take cross. If you give her cross, she'll take line. She is working with what she sees in front of her, and then the passion to go with it. She's having fun.
And she's usually kind of stoic. It's usually Karakurt who's got all that emotion. So when she's feeling this good, danger zone. Shaheen. Larson passes the ball. Jordan Thompson. And it's just not being put away. Uh-oh! Take cover. Plummer able to blast through the block. The United States with some work to do as they trail by 3.
Power for power. Plummer trying to give Vargas a piece of her own medicine through the arms. I think Vargas would have liked to have that one again, just an inch too wide.
Catherine Plummer serving. Likely will serve over towards Karakurt where all the action is. She does. And a misconnection for Türkiye. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, we haven't seen a whole lot of miscommunications on Türkiye's side, so USA will gladly take that point in the pocket.
Plummer serving again, still trailing by 2 is the United States. Karakurt's pass is good. She'll get rewarded with the set. Off of Poulter's hands. Türkiye point.
And again, Türkiye gonna keep trying to target Poulter in the block. She's the smaller, not small by any means, but of the blockers, she might be the target more often than not.
Melissa Vargas up front right now. Karakurt at the service line. Well passed. They go away from Vargas on the block. Chevicholu over the top. Yikes for the United States. Woo, dig. Beautiful dig. Wongarante slows it back down. Plummer, solo block in the middle. Oh my, who else was it gonna be? Vargas ends the rally.
This feels like two teams that are fighting for their lives. It's incredible to think that both these teams are already qualified for the Olympics. You'd think that that was on the line. The way that they are defending and scrapping and wearing their heart on their sleeves. My goodness, Vargas with the turn down the line. Is there anything she cannot do?
No, there isn't. She was the MVP of Volleyball Nations League last year when Türkiye won the championship on this very court in Arlington.
No surprise there.
Jordan Larson. Another great dig by Orge, but it's a little too wide. There is nothing extra about Jordan Larson. When we talk about like Harker and the showmanship, Jordan Larson does what's needed.
Yeah, for her, it's all business.
All business. Business trip, again, trying to get to Paris for her 4th Olympic business trip. Recky serving. Serving Orge. Well, through Plummer, big dig. Can Larson put it away? She recycles into the block, knowing she'll get a better swing the second time. Vargas again goes out, hops into the water. Wow! Vargas went over the barrier. Got some fans in the stands, incredible.
My goodness, Türkiye are playing out of their skin right now. Have a look at this. Another amazing defense there by Vargas. But again, Çebiçoğlu to back it up at the net. I mean, every single player from Türkiye is really, really switched on.
4-point lead for Turkey. Pass is perfect. Chaka Obogu. Cross court.
That'll score 9 times out of 10 if you're a young middle thinking, how do I get to this level? Well, there's one. First of all, be athletic and be able to jump over the block. But she's aiming deep. She's going where the defenders are not standing. So she's just playing the percentage game.
Poulter serve, keeps it on Çebiçoğlu. Vargas. Vargas had a big day yesterday. No rest for her. Comes right back and is doing this damage.
And you can hear the crack of the whip all the way up here in the booth. I mean, love the way that she's playing today.
Vargas's serve is too long. There's a break for the United States. They're still within 3. It has felt like the Türkiye has been driving the bus the entire time. Larson serving. Front court setter for Türkiye. Çebiçoğlu. Dug by Larson. It goes outside to Catherine Plummer. Plummer hits high hands. Obogu's on it. I know your front court. Karakurt, triple block. And there is a touch off the block. Another point for Türkiye.
And to your point earlier about Karakurt switching from opposite to outside, she's now relied on to do some defense, which she does, converting that into an opportunity to swing. So again, every single player is really multifaceted. The talent just continues.
Çebiçoğlu with an ace serve. Nope, it's brought back into play. Slowed down again. But Larson was already on one knee. The service pressure from Türkiye is outstanding.
Yeah, pressure from the serve, pressure from the attack, pressure on the defense. It's kind of a tsunami of pressure right now coming from Türkiye's side. And I think everything is kind of falling into place. And this is why they're the world ranked #1, because they continue to do this.
Chipping away. And on 4, making some bigger dive moves. Maybe you're dropping line when she's inside, and we're jumping. Maybe we get a little free PB on her too. Here we go.
USA!
USA!
I don't know what that means. Free PB. I don't know, but I do know the United States out of timeouts.
A 3 PB could be a 3-person block.
Oh, there we go.
Throwing it out there, I have no idea.
I thought he said free PB, like free peanut butter for everybody. I don't know.
That could also be it.
Cara Kurt with 9 points, Vargas with 8. Jordan Thompson, the closest American, with 5. It has stretched this lead now to 5 points. The service pressure. Larson's pass, Plummer. After the timeouts, it's gone out to Plummer, and she has converted.
Yeah, you're exactly right. She's gotten that ball after both timeouts of USA and delivered simple, high, swinging past the blockers down the line. Again, targeting where Vargas is in the defense. We've seen that she's amazing and incredible, but that one going over her shoulder, she just didn't even have time to turn around and get it.
Ali Franti subs in for the United States. Has a bullet serve and will play defense. Cara Kurt. Turkey doing whatever they want, whenever they want.
Well, we saw the 3 PB there. Didn't work because Cara Kurt, again, just that tiny turn down the line to get the fingertips, but great serve by Franti dribbling.
Yeah, it was a breath holder for a moment.
Franti playing out in Vakıfbank, Türkiye.
To Recki.
Recki has such a high swing. She's one of the tallest players out there on the court. She's more than 2 meters tall, so look at her range and how she can get that ball early. Poulter just has to kind of flick it up with the wrist.
Double sub for the United States. Micah Hancock comes in to serve and set Khalil Lanier in on the right. Recki reads that, controls it. Here's your free ball. They want to move Recki out of the way, but Recki says, no, I'm going to pass and then hit.
And from off the net as well. That ball was not at the net by the time Hancock got to it. And she's still doing a great job to turn it away from the blocker. That's good court vision from Recki.
Ideally, I think, though, Larson passes that ball. She was right there. Frees Recki up to hit, but it's a point for the United States. Micah Hancock serve. Cara Kurt finds the floor.
What Turkey have been doing so well on the pins is varying their shots. We keep talking about how they've been hitting the hands, the outside hand, the line shot. This time turns it back inside with that cut. So just playing cat and mouse with the blockers.
Sahin comes off the tape. Wongarante sets Lanier, keeps this ball in play. Problem is, Vargas coming right back at you. You had to have a first ball kill if you're the United States when you're receiving serve.
Yeah, they're out of system a little more often than they'd like to be, and Cara Kurt, I think, Vargas didn't even block on Lanier. They're kind of pulled off, and she just got herself ready for a big wind-up swing, and that's the result.
Erdem now starting another run. Lead for Turkey is 5. Wongarante's underneath. Quick. There's the corner that Karch Karai was asking for. Picked up. Lanier tests the block. What an up by Wongarantes. Uh-oh. They'll go outside this time to Cara Kurt. Talk about mixing speeds.
Same thing. Variation, variation, variation. Every single time you're watching her as she's attacking, and it's so difficult to tell what she wants to do. That time she's falling away, however, still able to cut that with her hand and her wrist.
Sahin again on the service line. Back to Plummer. High hands, the block slowing things down. And then Cara Kurt takes a big swing. Dana Recki, though, is not having it.
Yeah, Recki and Plummer finally able to read Cara Kurt's direction, and Plummer with that inside arm, watch it go straight over the net. She doesn't wait to go up and over. She just directly over to cut off the angle.
Service is long, and now it's just too many errors again from the end line. Same story as yesterday to a degree.
Yeah, they've missed a couple of serves from the end line, and the heat has taken off of it a little bit. So now Turkey are starting to feel themselves, starting to get their momentum going.
Kurt serving. Goes to Plummer. Plummer pass, but again, it takes the middle out. They're not on. Block. Right back at Larson. Vargas having an outstanding day.
Larson shaking her head after the swing. I think she knew that was not the decision to make, and a cheeky little smile there for Vargas.
Pass is good. Lanier. There's a gutsy swing from Lanier cross court.
That one works well because she swings early. She didn't wait for that ball to come back down to hit the line. She recognized the opportunity to beat the blockers inside, and that's exactly what she goes for.
United States trailing by 6. Turkey already to 20. Retke serves. Perfect pass. Retke comes in to grab that ball. It's a free ball, and you know who's behind. Instead, they run to the middle. Kalac with the kill.
And Turkey are recognizing Retke in the backcourt. She does a good job to get that first ball up. However, if you're going to swing again, continue to swing in that zone 5. Kalac knows exactly what she wants to do with the ball before it's even in her zone.
And that is because there's no libero on the floor at that time. Now, Justine Longarantes is. They're cheering at them. And Türkiye. Jordan Larson brings heat. There's an awful lot of work for the United States to do.
Yeah, so Larson recognizing the exact same situation now on Türkiye's side. They didn't have their libero in, so she's targeting that seam between Karakurt and Kalac to get that ball back out into the stands.
Double sub again as Poulter comes back in to set and serve. Jordan Thompson has been very effective up in the front for the United States. Quick. Longarantes gets underneath it. At this point, just let the governor do her thing.
Larson will know a lot of these players as well. She's played in Türkiye over her career, as have a lot of these players on the USA side. Obogu playing out in Vakifbank. There's just so much knowledge between these two teams.
Timeout, Turkey.
The coach is going to taxi or watch out the tip, okay? That's it, girls. Oi, aggressive and deep in attack. Until now, we do point and time.
Turkey 4 points away from tying this matchup at 1 set apiece. And Vargas still in the front row. Everybody with an eye on her. I think in part that's what helped make that available for Kalac. Here is Poulter. Oh, that time read all the way by Obogu and Larson.
Such a good recognition of the blockers. Obogu just one little step that direction. As soon as it's a good ball in, I mean, Shaheen barely had to move. You saw her turn her body sideways to the net.
Vargas. Ball is wide. When Cambrai was looking to see, and yes, there was a touch against the United States.
That was a little bit of a late call there.
It was.
The referee looking at the players to see what they were going to do. Yeah, definitely right off Larson's arm. She didn't get a green card, though.
Look at the face of Santarelli. Melissa Vargas serve. Thompson in the coffin corner.
That's a smart play by Thompson. That was a difficult set. It's going a little tight to the net. Could have been stopped by the blocker, so she stays high. You saw how she kind of just used a snap at the top. She's not bringing that ball back to the level of the blockers.
Larson serving. Goes at Karakurt. Vargas went to get it, and Norgay just pushed her out of the way. quickly to Plummer. And when you can go quickly to Plummer, she can pound.
Yeah, I think that's her favorite ball, and she's been working on getting faster and faster as she's been with the national team, because we know she can pummel it if it's a high ball. However, if you can start to beat this Turkish side with speed, that's when USA is really dangerous.
Larson serves, USA down by 3. Vargas from the middle. A hammer by Melissa Vargas. I'm not sure if she got hit by one of her teammates.
Well, that's the last person you want to lose from your roster. Vargas, even with 2 blockers, and that camera angle shows you perfectly, she sees her zone and just goes 1000% towards it.
Chebi Cholu at Wong Orantes out to Catherine Plummer. It's a higher ball. She gets, oh, I thought she got hands, she did not. It was out, and it is set point Türkiye. Fans on their feet in Arlington. Plummer underneath, or excuse me, Larson underneath it. Plummer puts it down, and Danielle Santarelli calls a challenge in the middle of the play, meaning he thinks that the ball touched the floor and not Jordan Larson.
Oh, this is an interesting one, because typically there might be a little bit of a touch. 9 times out of 10, even if the player thinks they got it fully up, it'll also touch the floor. But looking at Larson's face afterwards, she said, no, that was all hand.
Very confident Larson.
Now, because it was a mid-rally challenge, if Santarelli's wrong, the point goes directly to USA. Ooh, that's good.
There she is, thanks to our Bolt 6 technology. You get those incredible kinds of looks. It is set point number 2, Türkiye. Chiako Bogu serving. Ball is in, goes quick to the outside to Karakurt, dug by Bogu. Larson sets Plummer tight. Plummer tips. Here comes Vargas. Vargas, yet another kill. 7 kills in set number 2.
Well, Plummer tipping, you knew Vargas was not going to tip. She has so much confidence right now, rightfully so because of the numbers she's been putting up. But this is what makes this Turkish side so dangerous. When things are clicking, here's that tip, 2-handed from Plummer. Easy read to take Karakurt out of it. And then Vargas just unwinding, and again, she has options. She can choose to go line, she can choose to go cross. This, for me, just like Karch said it would be, before the match, he said, I'm keeping my eye on number 4 and number 99. Those are the weapons we need to slow down. Those are the top 2 scorers right now, with Vargas at 14, Karakurt at 13. USA has not done a job on stopping them.
With their superstar, Melissa Vargas, at the service line. For the United States, we are seeing the same lineup that they have gone with for the first 2 sets. Started with for the first 2 sets.
And I feel like he wants to see how his team's going to react. Can they battle?
Vargas, heat pass by Wong Orantes, back to Jordan Thompson. Vargas takes her first swing of the set, and it's a kill.
Vargas Airlines has taken off. Officially is left the building. Vargas continuing swing after swing, just picking up right where she left off in that last set.
Vargas, a bomb of a serve again, pass by Plummer. Larson able to get Vargas off the end line by going off the block. Great play all around for the United States.
Yeah, a little unlucky, I'd say, for Türkiye as well, because it's a really tough serve there. USA does well to get themselves in a good position, but it's that inside arm of Erdem that just gives Larson a target.
Trying to bring it back in, not gonna happen. Ace serve.
Poulter with a bit of spice. Flat serve down the line. Chevicolu certainly going to be one of the targets. I'm surprised that she's not able to bring a little bit more turn on that.
Poulter again goes down the line. Almost celebrated too early, did Chiaka Obogu. Türkiye is getting stuff up.
Yeah, I can never count Türkiye out. That foot play by Erdem, but I like this targeting of Chevicolu.
Poulter again, third time to Chevicolu. Plummer from the back court. Ball's up.
Oh.
Thompson puts it over. Vargas arms in the air, waiting for it. Will tip. Jordan Larson. And another fantastic dig by Orge. Attacking hands. Türkiye is just the aggressor.
Türkiye are outlasting. I mean, how many times did that ball look like it was going to be down? Final swing just down the line from Chevicolu, but excellent defense from the libero of Türkiye.
Plummer's pass. They're going to Jordan Larson quite a bit. From the back court. Beautifully done. Getting Chevicolu involved from the back.
Yeah, we haven't seen her doing a lot of the attacking. Of course, there have been a couple of players that we've been keeping our eyes on. So even Obogu looking like she wanted to swing to that left side or the right side, ends up being a one-on-one through the middle.
Plummer brings it back with the pass. Thompson, smart play, off hands. And this is
good one. Clever, into hands, making him hang, getting Vargas on the floor. Still making that effort, though. That's what Centrelli's been happy with.
They gave the point to the wrong team for a moment. It is 4-3 United States over Türkiye, now 4-4.
Karakurt again. Here's what I like that Türkiye has been doing so far this set. It's still the beginning, but we saw Chevicolu with a few attacks to begin with. So now the blockers are having to think. They're having to move. They can't just camp out on Karakurt and Vargas.
Erdem serve, middle. Poulter puts, Larson puts it up. Karakurt takes a free swing. And high fives, low fives, her coach.
Shaheen is just pulling the strings right now for the USA blockers. Excellent defense from Erdem, and that's actually a high ball outside. But Karakurt sneaking it just underneath.
Erdem again. Wangarantes puts it right in the hands of Poulter. Too much turn from Plummer.
Just over-rotating ever so slightly. She wanted to bring that down line. The problem is if you turn with your shoulder and your wrist as well as your body, that's never going to stay in.
Erdem continues her service run, targeting Plummer this time. And Plummer's always been comfortable passing and then hitting. It's almost like she gets a rhythm from it.
Yeah, and that's a great ball in as well. She might find herself as the target as the match continues in the reception, but if she handles it like that, they're going to have to find someone else.
Chiaka Obogu serving, Dana Retke in the front court. And that's good. No? What did it look like to you, Keith?
I thought just out.
All right, well, your eyes I'll trust more than mine.
Very close, but just
See?
enough.
I'm the worst with lines.
Just enough for a piece of candy.
Yeah, there you go. Shaheen. Plummer puts up another nice pass. They run to Retke. Here's Karakurt. Jordan Thompson gets all of that. Dana Retke goes out to join her.
USA could use a few more of that. Those stuff blocks, which feels so good when you shut down a player that's been kind of having their way with your team. Those are momentum plays. Those are really instrumental.
Pass is good. Vargas comes the long way. Quick to Plummer. She tips, and here comes Karakurt with a tip of her own. Plummer hammers, looks for fingers. does not get them.
Ball going out the back, but can I just say what a fantastic match this is? I mean, the defensive plays, and sometimes the volleyball is not as clean, but the aggression and all of the players out there playing completely with everything their heart has. This is what you want to see in volleyball.
The score is still flipped. It's Türkiye 8, USA 6.
Yeah, Türkiye looking like they have the momentum.
Plummer pass, outside. Bang, bang play.
Plummer bringing a bit of heat. Toe to toe, these teams are going. I love that from Poulter. She's off the net at the 3-meter line, still adds that little bit of speed. And again, we talked about that being one of Plummer's strengths.
7 serving 8. You know, one of Plummer's strengths, and one of the things Karchkara likes about her is her serve. And she's just had some trouble with it this week.
Yeah, and I wonder if it's now just a mental thing, right? Is she fatigued, or is she trying to take some speed off and be more precise?
Kalic. Trouble pass. Longaron chases it down. It's a free ball. Karakurt passes. Quick to the pin. And over the top. This is as precision and clean as I have seen of Türkiye in this tournament.
How do you like that? Karakurt stepping in saying there's no libero on court. Let's not force our middle to play it. I'm going to grab that and make sure that we have a good opportunity for Shebecioglu to go for hands. Good communication on Turkey's side right now.
Excellent. Skinner, Avery Skinner enters the floor, number 3 for the United States. And they will test her immediately. It works.
Yeah, tough pass there for Skinner. Like you said, you knew the ball was going to come to her. She handles it a little tight for the set, but Retke cleaning things up. And Skinner was an excellent substitution yesterday against Poland.
Oh, yes, absolutely. She'll remain in the back court right now, and we'll see how she responds. Here is Retke. That set's allowed. That's not a reviewable play. Thompson is very frustrated by it.
Yeah, that set, not the cleanest set we've seen out of Türkiye.
All of a sudden, there's 10,000 referees in the gym.
There's a couple up here in the booth, too.
Türkiye 11-8. Vargas serve. Jordan Larson puts it away yet again with full power.
And that's something you'll see from Larson time and time again. She's heated, goes to talk to the referee. As soon as that whistle is blown, she's focusing on the next point. And you see that with that angle going past the blockers. Clever.
Poulter's serve. And Poulter digs this ball. Larson takes a quick look, recycles it, just a soft into the block. And a missed connection. They do like to run it to her fast.
Just that little bit high for her to grab. Türkiye again finding themselves on the right foot.
I don't know if she slipped or not. I couldn't tell. They're all checking the floor for moisture. Shebecioglu serving. Türkiye leading 12-9 in this third set. Solo block by the veteran, Eda Erdem.
Erdem reading that so early. Watch, she doesn't even move. She's going immediately where Ogbogu wants to turn that ball to the other side of her body. Just a great heads-up play.
First timeout of this set for the United States.
Tap, and now we're going to do it again. Probably going to be one-on-one. Come on.
Well, Karchkara calls that timeout, down by 4, perhaps to try to slow things down. We're seeing him make a few different moves. You had talked about it, Key, putting Avery Skinner in.
Yeah, and he called that timeout, remember, last time, and then there was an error in the serve, so he's maybe hoping that he can get one of those again. But definitely, I like bringing Skinner in. She steadied the ship yesterday. She had some fantastic attacks. Also in the defense, she's very strong. And you need someone like her on opposition from Vargas.
Vargas with 15 points already. Outside to Thompson. Block. Erdem and Sahin combined. All smiles.
That ball fast, a little low for Thompson's liking, and again, she's on the position where she's not that comfortable. She's an opposite, likes to have that ball come from in front of her on the right side. That's just a tough swing.
Daria Chebicholu moves from serving on the left side of the court to the right. Skinner in the center of the court. She passes this ball. And Jordan Larson getting it done. You know, they've been out of system so much, Key, that we haven't seen them run the middles the way that they did in prior matches.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to, and you're exactly right. That ball's off the net. The serve pressure from Türkiye has been non-stop. I like that Skinner steps in to take that ball from Larson, but again, cannot run the middle.
Jordan Larson's serve pulls Kauerkurt off. She passes, comes back. And that's just incredibly short cut. She has such hand contact.
This is the strength of Türkiye right now. The pins go, go, go. And look at that cut.
Crazy
I
angle.
mean, Skinner's there, but even so, cannot keep it alive.
That was less than a meter. Long Arantes puts it on the money. Skinner takes her first swing.
Skinner's style of swinging is so fast. She's going up and aggressing the ball. So sometimes when you see the blockers get in place and they're there and they're closing, it's because the attacker waits a bit too long. She goes to the ball to make sure she cuts it off before the blockers are there.
Ali Franti in now to serve and play defense. Kauerkurt passes. Vargas. Oh my. And Karch Karai is saying backcourt attack. Wim Cambrai, our official, agrees. Kauerkurt stepped on the 3-meter line.
Well, point or no point, that's still a good look for Vargas. And she runs such a different style of attack than USA is trying to do right now. Not adding speed at all. They're just throwing that high for her.
Ali Franti's serve goes at Kauerkurt. Back out to Kauerkurt. No touch. It's United States ball. Santarelli asks for a challenge, asks Recchi if she touched it. She gives him the Italian finger wag back. I did not.
International symbol for, I'm not giving you anything, coach. Nice try.
Not this one. This is the first challenge taken by either team in this set. You get 2 per set.
Yeah, and Türkiye has been pretty lucky, or pretty consistent, I should say, with tagging those fingertips and getting touches on the block, swinging high, not swinging straight into the block. So they have done well of that so far. Oh, so close. It's not Recchi, it's
It's Thompson.
But no touch.
No block touch. Look who got a manicure recently, because it was that close. Ali Franti will continue to serve. The United States chipping away at this lead. Keeps the ball on Kauerkurt. Here comes Vargas again. This time she takes off behind the 3-meter line, and Recchi's on top of it.
Huge momentum play for the USA. Recchi needs a few more of them to feel that pressure onto Türkiye. Again, Vargas trying to cut it inside this time. She is just playing it back and forth, and Recchi, with some lip reading, is having a great time there.
4 consecutive points by the United States. Timeout, Türkiye.
stay here. You know that they serve maybe on air. If the ball is short, we can help for the short serve. But every time she can pass with to Liberi, they arrive with this ball. I told you, you attack here every time. Until now, the shot on the left hand is always short point. Okay?
Let's go!
Better response by the United States in these last few points and in this set. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, they've cut down on their errors. They're really forcing Türkiye to make their points. And we've seen a couple errors back-to-back now on Türkiye's side, so the momentum is kind of shifting back to Team USA. And they're a momentum team. They're a confidence-playing team. So a couple more points in their direction, and they'll start to look more calm.
Türkiye led 15-10. 4-point run. Ali Franti serving again. They move Karakurt out of the conversation. Becky up top. Poulter comes in. She's got options, including Avery Skinner. The United States ties it back up at 15.
Avery Skinner just defying gravity. She's looked like she was up there waiting for that ball before Poulter even touched it. And again, the blockers just don't have time to get there.
Just a steady player, 25 years old. Franti continuing her service run. This is why she was brought in. Karakurt dug, kept in play. Karch Karai signals a thumb up. He says it's good, whatever that call was there.
I think it was a call into the net. One of the players getting a net touch. Unfortunate, because it was a great rally unfolding.
Yeah.
I think there it is on Retke. An excellent save as well.
I think it was Poulter underneath.
Oh, could be that as well. Yeah, got those feet underneath.
Yep. Sahin. Chip shot might have been saved there. Karakurt dug by Skinner. Slowed. Is this going to be Skinner? Testing the block. You get to do it once. Koch and Vargas.
They're starting to read, right? They've seen Skinner just come in off the bench, get a couple of swings in a row, so now Kalach is camping out on her. That ball from off the net, Skinner getting a little underneath it. Really tough time to get past that arm.
Yeah, and getting used to the speed going there as well. 2 consecutive points. Here comes the third serve, and it's another point. Sahin, ace.
Türkiye have been the aggressors from the end line all match long, and she's targeting Skinner, who's just come on, maybe a little shaky in that footing. Excellent positioning from the serve.
And I love seeing that Jordan Larson, before the ball even hit the floor, was grabbing Skinner's hand and saying, okay, timeout, United States.
A little more time, like JT was on the floor, you can go for a hut. Get 2 good swing when in the broken play. Here we go, USA.
You're exactly right about Team USA being really together in these difficult moments. Larson grabbing the hand, looking at each other in the eye. Also Karch looking like he's not yelling at his team. He's not saying do better. He's saying, here's what I can do to help. We're all in this together. This is what USA does really well. They stay cohesive as a unit.
Great serve after the timeout. A little bit of a wobbly connection. Retke waiting for it. Here it goes to Skinner. She's got a huge block. Back to JT, Jordan Thompson. Vargas is the one who makes that defensive move. Free ball. Pound town from Jordan Thompson.
USA playing all the way through that point. That's an excellent defense from Vargas, like you mentioned. But USA outlasting Türkiye as Thompson's able to turn it just underneath that side arm. Washington, of course, on the sideline if need be. She was fantastic in the block yesterday.
Outside to Kara Kurt, comes in, just accelerating through her approach.
Kara Kurt, power, power, power. From off the net, it's a difficult set. She's finding a way to pass those two blockers. She's not testing that inside arm of Retke. She's going straight over and through to zone 6.
Kara Kurt serve. Goes to Skinner, as would be expected. Skinner can make it right here. There's just nowhere to go. And this is the big one, right? This is, I think, the toughest opponent that Skinner has played against. Certainly Melissa Vargas, one of the best players in the world.
Yeah, and I wonder if it's maybe not the choice to go back to her after passing. She didn't look totally in rhythm, ball off the net. Vargas has just camped on her.
Kara Kurt passed by Larson, back to Retke. High contact point. Dana Retke with a kill.
The ball does not stay alive on Türkiye's side, but again, evidence of them scrapping. One contact, a sprint, two contacts, and they are not allowing anything to fall easily. Dana Retke doing a great job to swing deep. She's avoiding the block. She's targeting that later third part of the court. USA needing a few more of them.
Avery Skinner serve. Türkiye stacked right. She goes at Çebiçoğlu. They go back to Vargas. Vargas has the Midas touch. Everything she touches turns to gold.
Yeah, Türkiye loading the ball in her direction. Retke and Larson, they're in a good spot, but just being used in the air. Cannot give her a target to swing at.
Vargas already has 17 points, and we have at least one more set to go. Eve again serves at Skinner. Nice pass, perfect pass. And that's when you dump a ball.
Heads up play by Poulter. Everyone expecting that ball to be maybe quick to the middle. You see the blocker just hanging out there waiting, but excellent work by Poulter to really just kind of trick everyone right there in that campfire.
Retke's serve passed by Evigan. Retke makes that dig. You pointed it out. They go at the middle with no libero on the floor. Larson brings it back. Uh-oh, we got players down, and here they come again. Vargas off the block of Jordan Larson.
I love the scrappiness of USA in that play. They never gave up on that ball, even when it was very difficult to put it back over. However, Larson, having just come back off the floor, you knew that ball was going to go behind in her direction, force her to block.
Melissa Vargas, one of the most threatening servers in the world. Sent back by Chiaka Obogu. Not only is that the United States point, it gets Vargas out of serving.
Yeah, that's got to count for double, maybe even triple. Get her off the net. And I think USA even looked shocked, that first ball coming up, and then a little bit of luck to get it over and put it over, but Obogu, really well done job to pay attention at the net.
United States trailing by 3. Jordan Poulter serves. Çebiçoğlu pass as they have been targeting her. And she's extra fired up too.
She's a sneaky player. She's unassuming. She's smaller. She's undersized, but a quick arm. And Obogu, of course, one step late because you know she's paying attention to wherever Vargas is on the court. So just a little split second of joy there for Çebiçoğlu.
Çebiçoğlu's serve, and now it'll go outside again to Larson. Will Cambray looking to see, and yes, Ada Erdem does self-confess. It's not a point because Karchkarai was not asking for a challenge.
Gotcha. Larson looked convinced.
Orge, tight. Jordan Thompson On the attack, DD, Vargas calling for it. Unbelievable. The power of Vargas.
Vargas has taken this match by the horns. She is opening up every single time, and I think the fact that there's only one blocker back there is why Krai was a little frustrated with that play. There always have to be two on her, maybe even a 3 PB.
A 3 PB, Arthurs. Solid pass, quick to the pin. It was interesting that Skinner did not swing. She does not have Vargas up there, so she goes back and swings this time.
Yeah, Vargas backcourt, good decision to put that ball out towards where the setter is trying to block on Türkiye's side, especially having just fallen down as well, so that little bit of timing to work with. USA are within striking distance. It's gonna be a tough finish though. Vargas looking like she's ready to hit from the backcourt. This is the one where she has to swing all the way around to the other side though.
Yeah, it's a long trip for her, but again, it's a high set for her too. And she's there. And exactly as it's drawn up, Vargas gets her 20th point of the match on a swing.
How many times is Vargas going to cause trouble for the USA? One of the best teams in the world being absolutely eaten alive by Vargas and Karakurt. The top two scorers, we knew they would be. Karch was looking out for them. However, what makes Türkiye so tough is when they get that ball right on the setter's head. The blockers can't go anywhere. Retke cannot camp out on her because Kalac is coming in, firing in that spot. They haven't used the middle a lot, to be fair, but if you leave early, they will.
Wow. Türkiye responds after a first set win by the United States, winning the next two. And
beyond that, they're just a volleyball nation. They love their team. So it's so fun to bring them here into the USA, just to kind of show the USA fans this is what the stadium can feel like.
it's go time for the United States. Türkiye leads 2-1, and the United States has to respond here. They have had a bit of a rough Volleyball Nations League. They lost to Poland the other day, 3-1. And it was just a tough one for them emotionally. It's been a lot of tinkering. So this is a different starting rotation. They're going to start with Ali Franti serving. Haley Washington is seeing her first action of the day. She came in yesterday against Poland and was a big difference maker.
Yeah, because USA started off with all those errors. They needed something to steady the ship. She was solid in the front row.
Franti serve to Cebicholu. Slowed, but not contained.
And this is a difficult ask for Haley Washington in particular, because Türkiye have been ripping apart the blocking of USA so far this match. So to throw her in, and she's expecting it to go to Vargas, and it doesn't.
Vargas serve, chased down and brought back in. Poulter will keep it in play. It's going to go long. No. Washington buys everybody time. Slowed down. Washington behind quick. Larson outside. Franti, not just a server and defender, a crush from the middle.
That's something Franti will do all day long. She will rip 1000% on the ball, and there's just that little bit of space there between the blockers because they haven't had to face her yet. They're not paying attention to her. They will be now.
Two of the most excitable players on the United States squad is Haley Washington and Ali Franti, both on the floor right now. Washington's first serve of the match. Perfect pass. Franti brings it back in. Dana begging for it. Just a little smoother start. It's very early, but a little smoother by the United States in these first two plays.
Yeah, and a lot of that has to do with controlling those moments where things are getting scrappy. You saw that from Jordan Larson, kind of swinging slow into the block, knowing she could recycle, gets her team in a position to swing better.
Haley Washington's serve at Karakurt, slowed by Rettke. Washington cleans everybody out to set Jordan Thompson. Again, sets Larson this time. The pause of Haley Washington doing some work, running the offense, kinda.
Who says middles can't set? Not me, I never said that. Washington with the back set, it's tight, it's inside, it's exactly what Larson needed to do her job.
Best middle blocker of the Tokyo Olympics, Haley Washington. Vargas. Washington was here for it. Just too much heat, as always.
And again, a quick, easy point there for Türkiye as Vargas is searching for the middle blocker who's just served. There's no libero on. The blockers are closed up, and Larson's so far inside, just taking that zone.
Ball is long, a little bit of a break. You know, and Türkiye has been fairly clean on their errors, so when you get those, they're very helpful for the United States.
Yeah, they've been far and few between.
Jorge's pass is good, backcourt. Vargas, Jordan Thompson, and Dana Rettke combined.
That one's gotta feel good for Thompson. Ball dying a little low for Vargas. You see she's trying to cut that opposite angle, and Thompson's strong.
Thompson's got her game face on, back. Rettke unable to get out and close that up, and Poulter pays for it.
Poulter sitting in that angle, right in the seam. She's in a good spot. But again, Erdem, one of the veterans, knows exactly how to pop it to the floor.
Erdem's serve causes some problems. Poulter goes. Everybody's ready for Larson. Doesn't matter. Just a great swing by Larson. 12 feet off the net.
Yeah, she doesn't have to have it perfect. She's got such good court vision as well, so even when she's pulled off, she's keeping an eye on where the blockers are and how she can use them.
Karakurt's pass to the middle, and now Poulter will run her middle. Hit with a feather by Rettke.
That's all Rettke's point. She slows down the first swing with her block, and then she's up and ready to swing. And it's, again, getting Vargas on the floor. Santorelli a little frustrated with it.
Santorelli calls a very early timeout with just 3 Türkiye points.
I told you, if you come here, this ball is difficult. Stay here, I told you.
Türkiye's ball control has not been as precise. That's got to be key due to USA's serving.
Yeah, USA is turning up the heat, just switching that dial a little bit from the end line. Not too much so that they're going to make those errors, but just enough to keep forcing the middle out of the equation on Türkiye's side.
Jordan Larson serving, serves into the traffic. It'll be a free ball for the United States. Wangarantes clears everybody out. One-on-one block. Wow. Shaheen had Franti's number.
That was a good opportunity for USA to get some more heat going. Franti really wanted that one.
Shaheen passed well. Out. Rettke attack.
I love that Poulter's continuing to get Redke involved. Again, this is when USA are at their strongest, when they're able to use all those weapons. So just a couple of steps she has to move. It's a good ball in from Franti. Redke's able to run.
Redke now in the backcourt serving. Haley Washington comes in up front. We'll see if the same happens, getting her involved. Carker, oh no, not on Haley Washington's watch.
This is exactly what Washington did yesterday. Came in, added a little bit more strength in the front, slowed down the hitters. Karakurt's testing her. She's turning it in that direction. Washington saying, nice try.
Well, she got her answer. Dana Redke will serve. United States 5-point lead, their largest lead of this match. For Karakurt. Slowed down. Poulter underneath it. Recycled. Poulter. Again, Franti, huge, and Orge even bigger. Poulter, 3 incredible digs in this rally. United States, with their defense, take down Turkey in this last rally.
That's a huge momentum play there for that side. USA had some scrappiness up from Poulter, and then finally swinging, all guns blazing on the USA side. I think Turkey has been having the good flip of that coin so far in this match, but USA might be coming up.
Poulter's face really says it all on every play. She is so, Thompson, she is so locked in. Thompson and Larson each with 12 points in this match, and Redke as well, 12. Karakurt. Washington looked late on that block, Key.
Yeah, Washington is dialed in on Karakurt. I mean, the two know each other well. They played together in Novara in Italy for a season, so she knows exactly what Karakurt wants to do, and she has had that training in the gym to make sure she can stop it.
Pass is good, back to Vargas, she comes in full speed. Super smooth from Melissa Vargas.
She finds some angles that literally do not exist in physics. I mean, look how far Washington is over, and yet she's able to sneak it past. That's not over the block, that's underneath.
Uh-oh. Holy cow. Jordan Larson must be living her life right. A pass kill, a pill.
She must, yeah, that's some good karma coming back to her from something she's done right in life. That was not supposed to be a kill.
No. Tough serve. Turkey way out of system. Cansu Orge takes a big time run. And Haley Washington coming through.
Washington and Poulter looking really dialed in together. Starts with that pressure on the serve, and again, we talk about it so much. That is the first contact of aggression, because then USA are just in rhythm and they're able to beat the block.
Cansu Uzbay running the offense for Turkey. They just put in Ilkin Aydin as well. Thompson serves Aydin. Little punch, Thompson ready for it. You can feel it. Orge, though, gets underneath it. Aydin stressed immediately. Out. Point, United States.
Justine Wong-Orantes, that ball was dead in the water. And she said, absolutely not, I'm keeping this alive. And then Haley Washington got a little bit of luck there with that ball going out.
Justine Wong-Orantes, the best libero of the 2020 Olympics. Incredible. Daniele Santarelli takes his final time out of this set.
watch any of that timeout, but I feel like I felt the emotion on his face.
Absolutely, and just the emotion in the gym. It's fantastic. I mean, this could be an Olympic medal match coming up, these two teams.
1,000%. These are definitely two teams that are hot favorites for the Paris Olympics. Of course, USA reigning gold medalists.
Another misconnection. Turkey out of sorts. Washington turns it back. And the streak continues for USA.
What I love about Washington's swing is she's using the ball she's given. So if you see this ball dying a little inside, she's catching it off early. She's not waiting for it to get to the pin, waiting until the blockers are in place. She's going and grabbing it.
Jansu goes to Vargas. Here's Ali Franti against a huge block. It's a completely different United States team that we are seeing in this set.
They have been asked to turn it on, and turn it on they have done. Everything is popping off the floor, and Franti going full confidence. She does not mind that things didn't go well earlier in the set. She has stepped in to play volleyball. She's looking for one of those roster spots at Paris.
Absolutely. Jordan Thompson down the line. Uzbay goes. And it's just a little bit too much of a turn. The United States has been going at Ilkanaiden since she was subbed in.
And the thing is, Karakur got shut down a couple of times, so she got subbed out. Now this is a different looking Turkish squad handled by USA.
They go at Aydin again. Here comes Vargas. Well, that's undeniable from Melissa Vargas.
Yeah, it's still a lot to ask her, though. If she's the only player that's going to be able to score on the Turkish side, she can certainly do it, and she'll rack up the points.
But they may be going to a fifth set based on the United States lead. Maybe. And they're going to need her there. Franti again. Haley Washington going. Yeah, absolutely. Run the middle.
Huge difference in this set as well, that first ball contact, because Poulter's only having to make a couple of steps. She can still find Washington, and that turn is just absolutely golden from Washington.
Franti started off with some aggressive serving. She's back behind the service line now. 12-point lead. Oh. Yeah, Erdem knew it. She was like, are you thinking what I think you're thinking? Yes.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking that you're thinking that I'm thinking?
Yep.
That's the one. Yeah. And I certainly knew that was the moment Poulter would try to swing, because it's a free ball.
Here comes Vargas' serve. Gonna be chased down. Another up, they'll go to Jordan Thompson behind, set back, Ilkanaiden gets a piece of that. Turkey again for Ilkanaiden, net bouncing all over the place. Aydin gets a piece of the net.
We're seeing USA be so disciplined at the net. They are really making Turkey earn every single point. You see there, Washington and Poulter closed up. That ball's a little tight. Aydin trying to grab it on the other side of the net.
This has been a disastrous set for Turkey. Haley Washington seeing her first action in this set, and look what a difference she has made. Larson gets a piece of it up. Poulter stays on her side of the net. Yeah. Wow. A lot happening in the center of the court. Beautiful kill.
An unleash from Erdem, and she's got that big space between Recki and the outside blocker, so you know she's going to go for it. Her court vision is parallel to none. Right now, USA have given up 0 errors in this set. Turkey have given up 5.
Yeah. Yep, and right now, there needs to be a really good wipe down the center of that court, because that's where your middle blockers are moving. And so, Erdem helping out. Spotting stuff. Great sportsmanship there. Ilken Iden serving. A little bit of trouble from Larson. Chance to clean it up. Vargas. Instead, they go back to what's been working. And it is Eda Erdem.
Pressure now from the Turkish serve is hitting USA where it hurts. And then it's just basically a free ball opportunity for Türkiye. And you're gonna run your middle whenever you can. Again, Türkiye trying to find opportunities to not run Vargas because they know they need her in the sticky spots.
Iden serve. Larson puts it away.
Starting to see a trend in the receivers of USA that middle back receiver is stepping in to take the pressure off of the outside hitter. Türkiye is really trying to target Larson or whoever is in the outside hitting spot.
Poulter sends that one long. And back coming in for Türkiye. Looks like a Ricci now taking the floor. Daniel Santarelli looking for anything and gets a service error from his team instead. 21-10. USA lead. Türkiye was dominating in the last set. And an ace serve for Larson. United States is pushing this to 5.
The difference now from the service line is those errors are turning into aces for USA, so they're picking up those points that they didn't get in the first set.
Bringing it back in. Aggressive swing, and I think that's absolutely what you have to do for a Ricci, but it was out.
Yeah, they're trying anything they can do to get past this block, find a way down the defense. I mean, even Orantes was just sitting on the line. She said, nope, easy out.
Larson serve. Continuing to target. High hands. Cannot get it. Eve again gets a kill and gets Larson off the end line.
The thing for Türkiye now is they're probably not going to take this set. USA just need 2 points to do it. However, they have to start getting back into the rhythm that they had in the last few sets.
Cansu Uzbay serving. She was the Euro Championship's best setter last year. Jordan Thompson, efficient. USA play puts them at set point.
I think that's exactly the point. USA have found an efficiency level that they haven't had all match long. A little bit in that first set, but they kind of fell off the wagon there. Now they're putting balls away really quickly.
Haley Washington comes back in. She's had 5 points in this set. Leads all scorers. Recchi serving for the set. Vargas slowed by Washington. Double contact called by Wim Cambrai. And the audience goes quiet.
Yes, and that's a fair call, and I think all USA will say, they will agree. However, hustle play by Thompson to keep it off the floor. That's the good sign there.
Eve again behind the service line. Second consecutive United States set point. Just saw a shot of Carkert on the bench. Preparing for set 5. Thompson gets it done again, and the United States flips the script. Takes down Türkiye 25-12 to push it to a 5th set.
Well, there are so many good takeaways for the USA there. One in particular, they cut down on those errors massively. They only gave up 2 points to Türkiye in that last set. Türkiye instead giving them 7. So USA were still strong from the end line. You saw a couple of aces here and there. However, Türkiye just not able to find their rhythm. They couldn't get Vargas or Karakurt going in that set.
United States preparing for like a Hancock. Goodbye. United States preparing for their first 5-set match of this tournament.
So the question now is, can they outlast Türkiye? They showed their strength there in that last set. They got Washington going, Larson with 4 points, Thompson as well. They did the best job we've seen all match of slowing down the pin hitters of Türkiye. They kept Karakurt at absolutely 0 points in that set. Vargas only had 3. So if they can do exactly what they did, which is that strong serve to start off, cut down on the errors, and just swing for the fences, USA is looking really good for this set.
Absolutely. Serving. Wongarantes underneath it, back to Washington. Orge to Vargas, look for that a lot. Vargas, first kill of the 5th set.
I think both teams on this 5th set are looking to come out the gate strongest. How can you get that confident start, get that momentum going your way? Good start for Türkiye, straight to Vargas.
Karakurt serves again. Karakurt aiming for Franti. Wongarantes comes in and takes it. Iden and Vargas close the block. Consecutive points for Türkiye to begin.
And consecutive stops on the MVP of the Olympics last summer. That's one way to shut down the confidence of the USA.
Vargas in the front court, Karakurt serving. That's Poulter's strength. Great pass. We did see Iden get her before on it, not this time.
Yeah, I believe that she knew what she was doing there. That ball really, really tight. She's front row anyway. She's able to use that speed to just beat the block.
Haley Washington. Service to Karakurt. Picked up by Jordan Thompson, and a net violation against Türkiye. We're tied at 2s.
Çebiçoğlu doing her very best to stay out of the net there as that momentum flows her into it, but another free point down USA's way.
Haley Washington says something to the bench before she goes to serve.
Probably told him this is going to be an ace.
Who knows? With Washington, she's having a good time. Washington serve. Orge passes. A head dig. Poulter pushes Recchi out of the way, trying to get to Jordan Larson. Ball was out, no touch. Point Türkiye.
Scramble play there for the Turkish side, but bit of luck as no one touching that ball on the way through.
The veteran air them serving. Franti is in the middle of the serve receive. Wongarantes taking every ball she can to free up Franti to crush from the middle.
The serve receive unit of the USA has stepped up drastically in the last few sets. And exactly as you mentioned, the libero is stepping in so Franti can have a full swing.
Poulter's serve. And they keep it on Çebiçoğlu. Dana Recchi gets a piece of Vargas. They're going to go back again. Larson on top of it. Here comes Çebiçoğlu. Back to Vargas again. Making Recchi run this way and the next. The defense of the United States finishes again with Franti up the pipe.
Woo, the emotion right now on the USA side is something we have not seen at this level all day long. They are playing with their hearts on their sleeves, and Franti a big part of that.
Poulter, again, going at Çebiçoğlu. This ball will go to Çebiçoğlu as well. Wow! Jordan Thompson has been outrageous. Recchi, huge difference maker in the 4th set as well as this 5th.
Yeah, the discipline in this block, there is no daylight between the hands of those blockers and the net. Absolutely no reason to test that block.
Poulter continues to serve this one. between Cevicholu and Karakurt. Little tip, picked up, uh-oh. Karakurt scratched the itch. She's been waiting for a kill.
Yeah, and Türkiye sneak and squeak out of that point because that was not going their direction. Now, that ball's picked up, but good work to run that down the middle, and Karakurt sees where the hands are, goes the opposite direction.
The fans are all excited because Vargas is on the service line. And she gets an ace off of Franti.
Vargas pulling the trigger from the service line. I love watching her serve. Full power, full explosion. She's targeting that seam between the two, and they just don't have enough time to talk about it.
Perhaps the best server in the world, Vargas. Tape, Franti gets underneath it, Larson. It comes back on the United States side of things. Franti comes in, she's gonna take the big swing. It's still alive. Oh, wow! Vargas Midas touch from the very end of the floor.
How do you even stop that? That's a great swing from Franti. The touches just keep going. And Larson, looking like she thought that was gonna hit the net, was not ready to make the move. And, well, the momentum shift is beginning.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna clear either. Karch-Kiraly takes the time out as Türkiye overtakes the United States, leading 6-5. What an incredible crowd cheering on the United States with the familiar USA chants.
Good timeout, I'd say. USA is chanting, but Türkiye is the aggressor right now.
And with Melissa Vargas on the end line, Juan Morantes gets it up. Jordan Thompson ready. Karakurt with the dig. It's going to go outside. No touch. Evigen's shot goes wide.
Great defensive play on Türkiye's side, but again, a well-placed block.
Jordan Larson serves line. Very tough ball. Orge gets a piece of it. It is good. They run the middle as they should. Recchi puts it down, back third of the court.
Good work by USA. Again, pressuring Türkiye on that reception. They are hustling every single ball. That one had to hurt. But the angle to get it back over from there, Türkiye not out of this yet.
United States regains the lead, 7-6. Larson keeps the pressure on. Ball is still up. The defense, you cannot rest no matter how spectacular the block looks. What a response by Ali Franti.
Franti with fresh legs after sitting on the bench the first few sets, now coming in absolutely guns blazing. And that might be the difference maker. If Türkiye is tired in the second half of this set, having gone to a 5-setter, they're trying to use Karakurt, they're trying to use Vargas, but they're already 20, 30 points into it. 25 Vargas has, 17, 18 Karakurt has. Franti still fresh.
Absolutely, it's a great point, Key. Team's changing side, of course, halfway through a 15-point set. And you just know the momentum can shift very quickly. So Santarelli will take a timeout to talk with his Turkish squad. United States, Jordan Larson serving. +2 over Türkiye. Vargas has been a massive weapon. We'll see if she can be quieted. It's a front court setter for Türkiye and Elif Şahin.
Ooh, the stare down on each side of the net. I love the tension that's happening right now.
Larson's serve, well passed. Vargas can be chased down. Franti gives a free ball. And the very worst kind of mistake for Türkiye.
Santarelli saying, turn those brains back on. I saw Larson get a little frustrated as she set that ball. Here's the great dig, and it's coming up high. She's thinking she wants Franti to swing at that, but miscommunication, that'll do nicely for USA.
Absolutely. I think both Kurt and Vargas were setting somebody else to pass so they could do this.
Yeah, they're not used to being right next to each other in that lineup. Certainly neither one of them is the go-to for the overpass and the free ball. Surprised the libero didn't jump in and take it, but Vargas now back to doing what she does, which is swing high and hard.
Evigan serve. Wong Orantes dimes the pass back out to Franti, who has been crushing balls since she entered in the 4th set.
Franti's been an absolute game changer. She's up to 5 points already, and most of those coming from that big, heavy swing. She's seeing the opportunity there. There's just a sliver of daylight between the blockers, and she goes up early, swinging hard.
Recki's serve is good. Şahin to Erdem behind. The veteran Erdem, steady as she goes.
You know, the challenge for Türkiye right now is to chip away at that lead. Can they get a couple of break points here with Erdem on the serve? We'll see.
Larson passes. Franti looking for hands. And she's not asking Karchkarai to challenge. She was wishful thinking.
Yeah, and I still like her swinging high on that, but exactly just a little bit over the fingers.
Türkiye serving to even the score at 10s. JT Jordan Thompson barrels through. What a choice by Poulter.
Exactly what I was going to say. She is forcing the blockers of Türkiye to run that long distance back and forth. She's opening up some space in the block. Just that little bit of space as Karakurt's reaching a little outside. Easy pickings for Thompson.
Front court setter, both sides. That one hurts.
USA's done such a good job to cut down on those errors since the first set. Remember, last set they only had 2 errors. This time they're still only at 2.
Şahin serving for Türkiye. Larson, perfect pass. Washington behind. Ball is tipped. Here it comes again. Washington going behind again. This time, Karakurt, heavy roof.
Türkiye needed that more than they needed the air to breathe. Shutting down Washington one-on-one, and Karakurt's just a little further inside this time. She loves to reach to the outside, so that time set up absolutely perfectly.
4-point game to decide the winner. Pass from Franti, she'll come in. Huge block in front of her, no question about it. Kalic and Vargas again. She's trying to go for hands. Was it in? No. Watch this ball. Oh, out by such a tiny margin.
Very, very close. Franti, I think, hoping for a touch this time. Last time she was really high over the block. Again, this time brought it down ever so slightly.
Karchkarai takes a challenge, asking if there was a touch on the block. Franti immediately when she finished hitting signaled for it, but was not indignant about it, and no, there is no touch.
Just enough time for USA, though, to calm down, not allowing Türkiye to go on a big, heavy run here.
And that may very well be the point of the challenge. Türkiye, +1. Franti, sent back. It's sent back. How? College on top of her game.
Kalac has been dominating the net in the last couple of points. Türkiye having a field day here.
We've got the dub sub coming in right now. Giving us a side out. One tough serve, and we're off to the races.
Listen to this crowd. United States led 11-9, 4 consecutive points from Türkiye. This is the #1 team in the world against the defending Olympic gold medalists. 5th set, Türkiye 2 points away from taking down the United States. Khalil Lanier is in for the United States. Şahin, ace serve! What a turnaround from Türkiye after an abysmal 4th set.
Şahin drops that, barely any spin on it, and that's that conversation zone between the two players, that channel between the receivers that's been giving USA difficulty all day.
This is for the match. Şahin. Ball is out. And the United States is gonna have to fend off 3 Türkiye match points. But right now, thinking about just one, Ali Franti behind the service line. Match point number 2, Türkiye. Pass is good, Vargas absolutely. Wong Arantes gets underneath it. Again, Vargas tips. The ball is down. The #1 team in the world with a 5-set win over the defending Olympic gold medalist, USA. What a match.
So much credit has to go to Türkiye here. They did not give an inch. They struggled in a couple of sets there as USA started to find their footing again. Even when they're down in the 5th set, you cannot count them out because they're finding ways to win. They got tougher in the serve. They got stronger at the net, stopped USA from scoring on a couple of runs there. And that is Türkiye at their best.
What a match. We saw perhaps the best from the USA in this tournament in that 4th set. I think Karchkarai has all the information he needs to make his decisions for his Olympic 12+1.
Huge decisions to make. So many players playing lights out in one moment and then mistakes in the other moment. It's USA who will be kicking themselves in those last few points because they had Türkiye on the ropes. Vargas, though, you cannot deny her. 25 points. She was carrying this Turkish squad for a majority of the time, and it was pins. It was Karakurt right behind her who was backing things up. USA could not find a solution for them.
And actually, Vargas found a couple more points there at the end, so she ended with 27 points, 23 attacks, 2 blocks, 2 serves. Incredible. An instant classic between Türkiye and the United States.